Hi, I'm Martin McGrath of Financial Edge Group. We help people sort out their super, get their retirement sorted, and overall their financial planning affairs. We typically work with clients who are age 50 or 60 and in a position where they're trying to look after themselves, but also have an eye on the next generation. So a question I've got a few times is, hey, are there things I could do to help the kids out? I've worked hard, I've made some mistakes, I've paid a lot of tax. Now I'm working with an expert and advisor like yourself. What are some quick things that I could do to help the kids get that head start? And there's lots, there's plenty, but just a few that kind of stick out to me that I know I've got some help or I've seen other people get some help with. And so some of those are, 1, help pay off uni cost, study cost. Often they can be significant, and I know there's some different tax ways to do it, everyone's situation is different, but if you can finish your uni and you start your earning career and you don't have a big HEX debt, a big ATO debt, or whatever that looks like, that actually can make a significant improvement in your starting financial position in life. So one of those is that. Not insignificant costs, that could be anywhere from 20 to 50 grand, and maybe not for every kid or maybe not for all of it, but those are some quick wins, and there used to be discounts you can get. Some of those still apply now. So 1 is help with study cost. 2, add some extra money into their super funds when they might be eligible for the right benefits, but not in the financial position to take advantage of them. So one of the big things I'm talking about there is what's called a co-contribution. A co-contribution is where you or someone puts money in your super fund. If you earn below a certain threshold, typically around 40,000, the government will actually match that and put some extra money in on your behalf into your super fund. And often, perhaps by the people who have the financial means to do that, they're earning 50, 60 grand a year, 100 grand a year plus. They've got the money to do it, but they're not in a position to do so. So often it's a great thing that I try and help a few of my clients do is that when the parents are in their 50s and 60s and they've got a bit extra money around and the kids have started working, they might be 18, 19, 20, that's when they're eligible. They're earning less than 40 grand, but often at that point the kids don't find that very exciting to do so. I'm only talking about $1,000 a year per child, so I'm not talking about significant funds, but if you put that $1,000 in, they actually get up to $500 from the government, tax-free, into their super. So now they've got an extra $1,500 in their super. Over the next 30, 40 years, that money will grow significantly. That's something that definitely can help them. And we're not talking about big dollars, but percentage-wise is probably one of the better things you could do. Third option, if your kids are looking to buy a home, perfect thing to do, but to avoid them paying some extra penalty tax called an LMI, lender's mortgage insurance, if they don't have a big enough deposit, is go guarantor or lend them some money towards that purchase. If you've got some money in the bank or your super that you're not using effectively, you might be earning 0.5% or 1% on it, you could save your kid or child a hell of a lot of money in fees that work out to be 10 or 15% of use of that money versus the 1% you're getting. There might be a loan that you ask them to pay back in the future. It might come off their inheritance if it's only for one child, not for the others. But in terms of effective use of that money, rather than sitting in a bank account for you earning 0.5% and you're paying tax on it, if that 20 or 30 or 50 grand can help your child avoid paying a lot of fees, it's really effective use of money. And we've helped a few clients do that, either with cash or another thing which is called a guarantor loan. And there's risk involved with that, but definitely have a chat with us or a mortgage broker about that. Last piece is a bit of a catch-all, but an early inheritance. There's a few clients we've helped with where they're in a position, they've got enough for their own retirement, we've done the analysis for them, hey, you know what, you've got a bit of surplus here, there's an extra 50 grand you don't need or 20 grand or whatever that looks like. Let's help the kids out. Let's pay that money off their mortgage. Let's help grow their business. Let's do different things that are going to help their kids get ahead financially in life. Again, rather than money stockpiling, not doing too much for you, there's a way you could help the kids out that way and structure it the right way that it's fair. Maybe put some parameters around it to make sure it gets used effectively and doesn't get wasted, but will help them significantly put themselves on the right track financially. If they make sense or you want to explore some stuff like that, feel free to reach out and have a chat. If you've got a particular question about your situation, feel free to pick up the phone, have a chat with us, or jump on our website at financialedgegroup.com.au.